You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Powered by Ecstasy Media Productions. Let's get this rock up-rolling. Let's get this rock up-rolling. Let's get this rock. And now for your host, DJ Dog. Hey, I'm Doc, and I'm the host of Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I've got one hell of a show lined up for you guys. Later on in the show, I'll be joined by my good friend, Michael Botte. He's also a fellow ISSA Awards Finalist. I had a great time talking with him, and I think you guys will enjoy the interview. But before then, let's get the rock rolling here, guys. I've got Holway Studios' cover of Hymn's Wings of a Butterfly first, so I think you guys will enjoy it. I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy.
straight lines, her silent night, a cold surprise on the borderline, the borderline. She's looking kinda fine, she's running circles round my mind on the borderline. So addicted to the pain, so addicted to the way you make me feel. So addicted to this game and the way you know it's late. So addicted to the way it feels. Hit me. Hey. Tough talking straight lines, bet you gon' make it hard this time on the borderline, the borderline. Leather pumping buttons up, flex and give me one more chance, the borderline. So addicted to the pain, so addicted to the way you make me feel. So addicted to this game and the way you know it's late. So addicted to the way it feels.
And that was Dead Empire with Buckley. Before that, that was Scarlet View with The Chase. What I've got coming at you is Beyond Today with their song Upside Down. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by Michael Botte from Michael Botte Band. Michael, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Doc, it's good to see you, man. Thank you so much for feeling I was worthy of being on your show. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, man, it's no problem. It's my pleasure to have you here, man. So I want to congratulate you, first and foremost, on being a finalist for the ISSA Awards. And we saw the news yesterday that you're the new A&R for Big Records. So congratulations, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I mean, first of all, that ISSA nomination, I just can't believe that I was able to somehow, some way make it into the finals of every category in which I was nominated. And that's all fan-based. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
That's all fan-based. So I'm thank you to your listeners, to everyone who put me in the finals. I get to go to Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
the weekend of August 23rd, 24th weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get down there. So thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, man. Congratulations. I'm a finalist as well for radio station DJ
saw
of the year,
that.
so that's pretty cool.
I saw that, man. Yeah.
So,
Hey, right. Are you going? Are you going to be in Atlanta?
hell yeah.
Oh, right on. Dude.
Yeah, yeah, we are.
We're going to share a beer, brother. Hell yeah.
That sounds great, man. That sounds great to me. So I want to ask you, since I've never had you on the show before. How did you begin your journey with music?
Oh boy, how far back are we going, man? Are we going back to like grade school or like a couple years ago?
I don't know wherever you want to start.
Maybe I'll save you the entire history. But yeah, so the Michael Botte band as we know it really was COVID inspired. And you've probably heard this story before. I'm not the first band to be created over COVID, but I've been writing and playing music for decades, Doc. I mean, just kind of in the corner, doing my thing, writing my lyrics in a book and just kind of playing for me. And finally, when COVID came and I wasn't traveling for work and didn't have a lot of responsibility, the world kind of shut down, as you knew.
Mm-hmm.
I had time. I had time to pursue other things. And my daughter was a drummer in a couple different bands from a local music school called Let There Be Rock School of Music. And she was like, well, Dad, you have all this time, why don't you try to make music? And I never even considered it. It never even dawned on me to try to actually record something and then think about putting out a song. I just never even thought about it. And then I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I've got all this time. So in a time of chaos and confusion and uncertainty, the Michael Botte band was formed.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned how to record and I bought a DAW and I just kind of studied YouTube video after YouTube video just to at least be able to make demos, to get the demos out there and kind of see what was going on. So my journey started, I never recorded a note in my life until 2020. And here we are.
Okay, here we are.
Here we are.
You've got a song out called My Way. When was this song exactly released?
So My Way, oh my gosh, it was released May of last year for Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just kind of reinvigorated it this May because it's Mental, of course, Health Awareness Month again. It was written 25 years ago. That's how old that song is. But I just wasn't ready for it to be released. So yeah, that's kind of a newer one. It's kind of gotten some reinvigoration, if you will, because it is May.
Very cool. Very cool. I wanted to ask you, what has the reception of the song been so far?
It's one of those songs, Doc, that it's very, very different for me and for my producer, Bob Beals from Sound Foundation Studios.
Yeah.
Prior to My Way, we were doing kind of the big country rock songs, the big choruses, Beautiful Day was our big country rock song that made it #1 actually in the World Indie Music Charts last year, which was great. So we were doing these big kind of country rock, big chorus songs, big guitars. And then we kind of felt like we needed a sort of like a singer-songwriter song. So the idea behind My Way was supposed to be me, guitar, a spotlight, and a microphone, right?
Right.
It didn't work out that way. As we kind of went through the production and kind of thought about the arrangement, and it just kind of took on a whole new life. And then if you listen to the second part of the first verse, that's kind of when the band comes in, And then we used a lot of piano, that single note piano, to really just bring it all together. So it kind of became bigger than what it was. But to be honest, Doc, I never promoted it. I did nothing with it. I just had to get it out into the universe because it was sitting in a book for 25 years. So as far as the reception, it was very, very different for us. We kind of broke the mold that kind of got us to where we were, I guess, by doing this slower, kind of more vulnerable song. But it was one of those songs that I never really intended on, doing a lot with, promoting it. I just had to get it out of my head, into the universe. And what's funny is my producer passed twice on this song before we finally did it,
Mhm.
just because it didn't fit that mold, that we were working in.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we did it. It's out there. The message is incredibly important about it's just okay to be not okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay to ask people for help and to help find your way and to find my way. That's the whole premise behind the song. It's just okay to be not okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that happy campfire song. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely not. It's
No.
it's a very emotional and very
Yeah.
personal song. And I was gonna ask you, why did you name it My Way?
Well, I always wanted to do a Frank Sinatra cover, and I thought maybe
No,
this is definitely not a Frank Sinatra cover.
no, it's not.
Yeah, when I wrote that 25 years ago, I was a lot younger, just, confused and lost and was going through a lot of just emotions and a lot of heartache, a lot of loss. And I was just desperate to find my way. Really, that's just what it was. I just didn't know my way. What was I supposed to do? Where was I supposed to go? Where was I supposed to live? I was just so confused. So I, penned this song called My Way, simply because I myself was asking for help finding my way.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Like I said, I wish it were a Frank Sinatra cover, but maybe one day I'll try one of those.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Never.
No. So you kind of touched on it briefly just a second ago. How does this song relate to Mental Health Awareness Month?
Well, in the fact that when I wrote that a long, long time ago, it was all about just me going through a lot of struggles, and I just, mentally couldn't figure out how to get out of this rut.
Mm-hmm.
And if you listen to the chorus, it talks about, my roots have broken, but my wings are open. Come what may, help me find my way. That's me just saying, look, I'm willing to change. I'm willing to accept help. The roots have broken, but my wings are open. Help me find my way. Whatever, come what may, help me find my way. So that's really what it's all about. It's just accepting help, looking for help, and being okay to accept that help. So that's why it had that vein and that mental health awareness. And that's kind of when it was released last year. And it just seems to fit with that theme. And a bunch of radio stations have been playing it, yours included. I'm very happy. Thank you for that. So yeah, that's kind of where it fits. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very emotional and a very personal song. And I remember when I first heard the song, Big Records had sent it over, and immediately I noticed that, because we played your stuff on the show before, and when I first heard the song, I was like, wow, this is different from what you had done before, what we had heard from you before, and in the country classic rock sort of vibe. And when I first heard it, it brought to mind family members of mine who have had mental health issues, and I just felt for them through that song, and I immediately wanted to hand it to them, and be like, here's the song that'll help you get through your issues and whatever, whatever you're going through. And so it's a very powerful song. It's a very powerful song. You've got a music video out for the song, and who directed it and where was it filmed?
Yeah, so that was done by good friends who are such advocates for the indie music scene. Christina and Greg, they go by Vox and Guest, Vox and Sticks. You might have seen them on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah, they're getting really big, actually. Two very, very talented musicians themselves who have kind of more dedicated their life to supporting others as opposed to making their own music. So Greg had done that video for me. We did a huge interview. I think it was last year, and it was like a 2-hour interview. It was amazing. But Greg put that together. I did not put that together. Greg did all of that. And the credits, of course, do say, Vox and Sticks.
Yeah.
So I'm so appreciative that they took the time to put that video together because they believed in the song as well. And what you're describing is exactly what that song is supposed to be. Remember, when an artist puts a song out, it's not mine anymore. It's yours.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to do with it, how you want to interpret it. And if it could help anybody, just calmly, just kind of, get through the day and just understand that it's okay to be not okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I could do that, I use the hashtag music is my therapy everywhere.
Yeah.
So if I could just do that, provide some sort of therapy to someone, Doc, I tell you, man, we all win. We all win. That's why I make music, man.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Music has always been, it's always been my source of therapy, and I think, it's the best medicine, really. It really is.
It can be. And different people use different strategies to help them make it through the day, whether it's proper medication or professional help, or maybe physical therapy or exercise or diet, whatever it is. And I try to do a little bit of everything. But like you said, for me, man, I got to write and play music. If I don't have that, especially over COVID, there's a lot of things that went down over COVID. And if I didn't have music, I'm not sure what would be happening today. I don't know what would be happening, but I'm just so happy that music is my therapy, just like you said, man.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and play it. This is My Way by Michael Botte Band. I'm joined here today by Michael Botte. We'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Enjoy.
Familiar faces fading, a distant dream I can't define, I can't define. These chains are slowly wearing, I tried in vain to hold back time. Ruby-coated memories, they speak to me with such disdain, with such disdain. I can't see behind me through the tainted window pane. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The view provides some clarity of what lies in front of me. The roots are broken, but my wings are open, come what may. Help me find my way. Help me find my way. To feel the ground beneath me, it seems too far. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. Sensory confusion, my sense of touch has been denied. To covet perfect dawn, the morning can't come around too soon, around too soon. Walk into the garden and cut the fragile flowers in bloom. Whoa. The view provides some clarity of what lies in front of me. The roots are broken, but my wings are open, come what may. Help me find my way. 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 Help me find my way.
standing in the dark, I see your face, but the pieces broke apart. Where are you from? Why are you here? Can you tell me all the secrets that you fear? Lying down a dark, empty road, fighting just for one glimpse of hope. And she's always alone, but she tries to be strong. And she tells me the one thing that she's been haunted from is to be known. She's just a child who's been hurt down deep inside, but without tears, for that part of her has died. Calling out your name, all she gets from you is shame. You can't push away the blame for all her pain. Lying down a dark, empty road, fighting just for one glimpse of hope. And she's always alone as the pain grows too strong. And she screams out the one thing that she's been haunted from is to be known. My heart is set. I'm committed to her now. She lifts her head, and I know those eyes somehow struggling to breathe. All this time I've been deceived in this broken and shattered soul that I've tried to free. I see me down a dark, lonely road, fighting just for one glimpse of hope. And she's always alone, so I try to be strong as I tell her the one thing I'm always haunted from is to be known. You're not alone.
Disordered thoughts, you're driving forth for putting a finger down your throat. A pattern from your darkest place, creating chronic remorse. The drug that enslaves, empowers self-hatred. You bend the truth, it keeps you safe. That's how you hold on to your faith. Kill the light, don't kill your light. Surrender, restore, and revive. Oh, how I wish you could see the wish you could see yourself through my eyes. Kill the light, oh, kill your life. Surrender, restore and revive. Oh, how I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. But you're broken inside. Self-delusions hate you alive. Believing me, I'll prove you wrong. Picture perfect, that's what you are. Picture perfect, that's what you
And that was Freya with Picture Perfect. Before that, there was Brandywine with To Be Known. What I've got coming at you is my good friend Tim Steinruck with his band The Mighty One with their song Kickin' Stones. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show.
smart enough to let it go, but I don't care 'cause I don't know how it feels on the inside. To the end, to this lover's dream, all is dead, silent screams, and you see it on the outside. In the bottle, piece of my mind going down, but I'm not the kind trying to get control. Who gives a damn? I am, no, I can't hide. Laughing, crying, suicide. Don't wanna face it on my own. No, no, not today. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Rowboat sunrise on the lake, I could swear I felt it shake. I could use a little shaking right now. Say I'm a fool, you can kiss my past. I'm living now and I'm living fast. I am the legend in my mind. I am whatever man. Do what I do what I can. An easy little problem to have. I am, no, I can't hide. Laughing, crying, suicide. Don't wanna face it on my own. No, no, not today. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Kicking them all away. Down the road.
Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by Michael Botte from Michael Botte Band. So, Michael, what does music mean to you?
Wow, what does music mean to me?
I told
Well,
you.
you've heard the cliches, right? That music is the sound of emotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I completely understand that. Well, a big artist a while back said that writing songs and then releasing them is like open heart surgery because you are allowing people to see into your mind, body, soul, heart, whatever you want to say for that moment in time. So for me, it is like that. And we talked about it earlier. Music is my therapy. So for me, it is so therapeutic for me to let someone into my mind, body, and soul for a period of time to listen to a song. But then once that song is released, it's yours. It's your interpretation. It's how you want to perceive it. It's not mine anymore. It's yours.
Yeah.
So for me, music to me, it means, looking into someone's heart and soul for a moment of time. But really, music is my therapy. I hate to say that again, but it's really true.
It's true. And, there's nothing cheesy about saying that. That is just that is what music means to me as well. And music is my therapy. So we might
keep that hashtag going, man. Keep that hashtag.
Yeah, let's make a hashtag out of it.
I've been using it for years. Keep it going.
Let's do it. Let's do it. If you could write a definition of what music is in the dictionary, what would it be and why?
Well, we talked about it before, right? It's the sound of emotion, which is absolutely true. But to me, I know they always say that, mathematics is the universal language, right? Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for me, music to me is a universal language because every culture, every moment in time, every human being at some point has been exposed to something audible, the beat of a drum, the stroke of something, blowing into a horn of some sort. There's just been throughout history, there's been the making of sounds, right? And for different reasons. So to me, music, in the dictionary, it is the universal language to me. And I think a lot of people would probably agree. I know a lot of the maybe super smart people would want to say mathematics, but I'm going to argue that music is the universal language.
I totally agree with you. And I suck at math. Even though I'm an auditor by trade. So
oh my goodness.
But that's why we have calculators.
Exactly.
So who exactly are your musical influences?
Oh boy, man, I'm a wreck. If I'd name a couple, like as far as bands over the years, gosh, the first concert I ever went to in my life was 1981. I was 12, I think. It was the Journey Escape Tour. So Journey's been a part of my existence forever. A big Neil Schon fan, and
nice.
Steve Perry when he was with the band.
Very nice.
So Journey was always around, but probably my biggest influence, I was a big CSNY fan for my entire life. And David Crosby was someone that I always looked up to, even though he was a bit of a polarizing figure, a little bit of a rebel rouser, if you will. But it's just the music that CSN made and why. And then, what David and Graham Nash did on their own, I was just such a big David Crosby fan. And he left us not too long ago, about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And I tell you, man, I struggled. I was like, in the corner, just a wreck, man, when David left us, because he was putting out new music and he introduced me to an artist named Sarah Jarosz. And I just got to learn more because of David. So he was a big influence for me. And then, of course, all the classic bands throughout the years, your Rushes. Rush, I was a huge Rush fan as a kid, and the Zeppelins of the world. And more recently, I've really gotten back into like that early 2000s kind of alt rock, Train and Dishwalla and Tonic and, Sister Hazel and those kind of bands. Really digging those bands. So my next release is like Radiate and I Got a Song, and some ones after that are more in that vein, kind of more in that alt pop rock world as opposed to the country rock kind of world.
We're going to be playing your song, Radiate. I think maybe next show. Well,
right on.
We're going to give My Way a couple spins on the next couple shows, and then we're going to be playing Radiate, and we might...
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, so we love
That's
that
a whole
song.
nother story. We'll talk about that when the time comes.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're always welcome to come back on the show anytime you want to.
Love to, man.
But, so what do you listen to when you're writing and recording your own music?
Boy, I wish my songwriting process and recording was simple. It's just not. So what I'll tell you, Doc, how I wish it worked, and then I'll tell you how it actually works.
All right.
So I wish, like you said, yesterday was a Sunday, right? I wish I could just take my book. I have my book here, and go under a tree, with my guitar and just my pen and just casually write a song, for a few hours. And then, when the day's over, I put my pen back and I have a song. I wish it worked that way, but for me, I'm the idiot who wakes up at 3 a.m. with like a chorus, like, oh my gosh, I heard a chorus. I heard something. Maybe it was something that I listened to that day. Maybe it fits with a line that I wrote. And I'm like, oh, maybe that could work. So I'm in my phone, like feverishly trying to sing the stuff. And it's a wreck, man. It's morning. And then I'll try to get to my notes app and like feverishly type words in or try to get at least an idea down. The best part is the next morning trying to decipher what I meant at 2:45 in the morning. My wife's like, what are you doing? She's hitting me. So it's the funniest thing for me. It's like thunderbolt moments. Like things just come. I'm driving down I-95 and I hear a song and I'm like, wait a minute, that chord change, that could fit this line that I wrote. I'm just weird like that. Some of my favorite musicians of all time, Miles Kennedy and Mark Tremonti, who are I worship those two from Alter Bridge, and Mayfield 4 and Slash and Conspirators. They always talked about, Miles and Mark always talked about how they have all these pieces of the puzzle they've written for decades. And sometimes it's about taking those different pieces and putting it together and it fits. So that's what I do a lot of the times. So things just come in lightning bolt moments. And then typically the song is done, honestly, Doc, 24, 48 hours, 95% of it's done. Maybe I look at phrasing a little bit, or maybe I change a word or two, but it comes that fast. And it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, because I don't know what right or wrong is in songwriting. There is no right or wrong. It's got to fit the phrasing and the time and the tempo, of course. There are certain rules, I guess. But that's how it works for me, man. It just kind of comes that fast, and then I move on to the next one.
Yeah, well, I can relate to that one. I've got a song that I wrote years ago that was like that. Like I was just sitting in front of a computer. The song is called Tree of Secrets, and it's an interesting song. I was just sitting at the computer one night and decided to try something a little different when it comes to my approach at songwriting, and I was looking at like surrealism art.
Yeah.
And like melting clocks and stuff like that. I was just looking at that thinking maybe that might trigger something, and I just hit record, at the computer, and I just sang into the microphone, and right then and there I had not only the melody of the song itself, but the song literally was written right there in like an hour.
And you get it. You have the same problem I have.
And it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just, I just was sitting there, and I'm like, why don't I try to write a song? And, I'd been thinking of maybe doing a new approach, with the whole surrealism art, thinking, maybe that might unlock something in my head, and it did.
It's a good muse. Why not? Why not? That's why you always have to have something on you. Like back in the day before cell phones, it was difficult. Like you couldn't write on things. We didn't have cell phones. Now it's very, very different. I could just easily sing or type into something in my phone and keep that idea. But who knows how many ideas I've lost over the years because I just didn't have anything to write. I wrote stuff on my arm before back in the late 90s. And funny stuff, man. But yeah, you have the same problem I do. So God help you.
God help me. But, I've had a lot of musicians on the show talk about that lightning bolt moment where, like, just in a second, the song is written, so it's true. It's true. It does happen.
It is, yeah.
So it happened to me that night. All I did was open my mouth and just the song was written immediately. So.
And what's funny about My Way is that's not the way My Way happened. That was a process. Like I said, I started that 25 years ago and it, finally got finished. It got finished maybe 20 years ago, but still very, very different. Everything else has just been kind of those lightning bolt moments. Yeah. But My Way was the exception.
Yeah. Yeah. So when, in regards to My Way, what lyric line in the song, means the most to you and why?
Yeah, probably the end when I talk about, walk into the garden and cut the fragile flowers in bloom. That's kind of a metaphor, of course, right? To me, just kind of like, kind of almost getting there and kind of, getting to a point where I can kind of see the light at the end of the day, but then something just screws it up. Something just messes it up. So that line was, kind of tough to write, but it was very poignant. That part, and then certainly when I say, we mentioned it earlier, my roots are broken, but the roots have broken, but my wings are open, come what may, help me find my way. That's just me saying, look, I'm ready. I'm here. My wings are open. Take me somewhere, anywhere. Just help me find my way. Right. So those two lines are probably the most poignant, I guess, in the song.
Very cool. Very cool. So have you ever played this song live?
Let me think about That, yeah, not like, yeah, like parties and stuff, not like anything real. No, nothing like that. No, that's just not one that was really that happy kind of song. But yeah, like parties and stuff, friends parties. Yeah, I've done that kind of thing, but nothing real. No,
I
no.
was hoping to maybe hear I don't know if you're playing the ISSA Awards this year, but
No, so it's funny. I tried to get onto the list, but that list went so fast.
yeah.
And then what's funny, you mentioned that we were talking about Tim Steinruck from the Mighty One,
Uh-huh.
who I think you had on the show just recently, right? Last
Yeah,
week.
last week, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want Tim to know that he opened for me. I want to make sure Tim knows this, that he opened for me.
I'm sure he'll
So-
be listening to this show. So,
Yeah, so Tim had kind of taken a liking to Radiate. I know we're not talking about that right now, but he had taken a liking to Radiate, and we were talking about doing a cover of it at ISSA together, like a singer-songwriter, stripped down, the two of us, two guitars. But the problem is that, the lineup and the set list has been done for so long. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to sneak in anywhere, and it's tough for me to ask someone else to, cut their thing short to let me get in. So unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work out unless maybe the post party, there's a couple of guitars laying around that we could maybe just grab and hack away. But I don't know. I'd like to have done that. But now that this was my first ISSA, I didn't know how it worked. I'll be ready for next year. I'll be ready for next year.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I was hoping to hear a rendition of the song at the ISSA Awards, but
Hey, if there's a couple guitars laying around, you never know what's going to happen.
sounds good, man. So,
Yeah.
You have played live before. What is the most important thing to you when playing live?
So it's been so long. Like, I don't have a band right now, obviously. It's me and my producer. So I don't really have a band, but it's been so long since I have, just not something I've done recently. But to me, I love looking into I love the fact of making a connection with the audience. I know, when you're public speaking and when you're doing things in front of people, you tend to look in the back, and that's kind of sort of something that you're trained in. But I like to find some people and look at them in the eye and just kind of try to feel what they're feeling if I can for a moment in time. Of course, I have to pay attention to what I'm doing, but I love doing that. Just finding a couple of eyes and just getting into someone's mind for a second, and then, moving on to the performance. But that's something that I really like to do.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, music itself is a very powerful mediator when it comes to connecting with other people, I feel.
Yep.
So that's really
Universal language. We already said that, right? It's
Universal language, yeah. I'm going to contact Webster and have that put in the dictionary.
Right on, man. Let me know what happens.
Yeah, I will. All right. Well, hey, Michael, I say this every show, but I do have to introduce the next song. I say it every show. It's fortunate that I have the music to play, but I love talking to my guests, so it's kind of unfortunate. But it's not unfortunate at all. The next song is Numento's Singularity, so I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. I'm joined here today by Michael Botte from the Michael Botte Band. We'll catch you guys back here in a bit. Enjoy, and you're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show.
eyes, fear taking over me. Trapped in your gaze, there is no escape. Desperately clinging to this energy. Can't resist the spark and I cannot purge the flame. Lost in the haze, feel the building flames. But I have no fear. You want me, you haunt me. Don't taunt me, set my soul on fire. Don't break me, come take me, awake me, set my soul on fire. Can I break your hold on me? I can't deny you're taking over me. Ignite the fire raging inside me. Let the flames consume and set me free. You want me, you haunt me. Don't taunt me, set my soul on fire. Don't break me, come take me, awake me, set my soul on fire. You want me, you haunt me. Don't taunt me, set my soul on fire. Don't break me, come take me, awake me, set my soul on fire.
I didn't know what to say. I tossed you, dumped, and walked away. And I was blind, too blind to see. You choked the life out of me. Yeah. Going down without a sound. Spiraling down, going My lungs fill with lily water, the scent of death. You push harder. This well is deep. I pray for my father. Don't forget I'm your brother's daughter. Spiraling down,
that was Door 13 with Drowning. Before that, that was Edge of Destiny with their song Set My Soul on Fire. What I've got coming at you is Paralandra with their song Look at Me Now. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
While I'm moving, grooving, rolling, naked, waiting, hating, feeling, breathing, screaming, yeah. I'm waiting, chasing, look at me now. Look at me now. You want some? Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Hey, I'm Doc here on Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And today, guys, I'm joined by Michael Botte from Michael Botte Band. So, Michael, I have a very important question for you. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Wow. Well, it's funny because this is a music interview. I'm going to say 3 chords.
3 chords. I like
See what I did there?
that. I'm looking at you.
3 chords.
That's a good answer. No.
No more than 3 chords, because Lou Reed himself said, anything past 3 chords, now you're talking jazz. So only 3 chords.
Only 3 chords. I'll keep that in mind. No,
Yeah.
my real question for you is, what is the best advice that you could offer to new musicians coming up?
I'm glad you asked that, because I myself am still considering myself a new musician, but I'm I've learned a lot over the last 4 or 5 years.
You never stop learning when it comes to
Yeah, oh my
music.
goodness. There's a couple things I'm going to say here. So I would say one thing is understand that when you write a song and you play it and you record it and then you release it, right? Release it to the world. You haven't even started yet. You haven't even started yet. That's the easy part. I hate to say that. And it's not easy, but that's the easier part. I have a producer friend who tells me that, putting the song out there, writing it, that's 10%. 90% is, you probably know what I'm going to say, is all of this. It's an endless battle to just try to be relevant and try to be heard. I mean, there are tens of thousands of songs released every single day to the streaming platforms. It is so easy to get lost in that musical wash. It's very easy. So people like me have to do things like this. And thankfully, people like you do things like this to give me a platform. And we need each other, because I need you for exposure. You need me for content. So we have a natural symbiosis. And I've always taken care of the radio stations, the podcasts, the interviewers, because that's where I get so much of my exposure. So understand that when you first put that song out, new musician, you haven't even begun yet on your journey. There's so much more work to be done. And then to parlay that, kind of know your lane. So when I first started, I thought, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to write, play, produce, mix, master, everything. And I did put out, no one even knows this, but I did put out my own self-produced EP called Radiate, matter of fact. And then, it was a respectable output, Doc. I mean, look, if you played it, you played, it'd be okay. But when you hear it played right next to a professionally produced song by my producer, Bob Beals from Sound Foundation Studios, it's amazing how different it sounds. So the good thing about putting music out there is as fast as you put it out, you could delete it just as quickly. So I deleted that EP, ripped it out of the universe before anyone even knew it. And my producer and I have gone through all those songs and redid them together. And it's a completely different experience. So the moral of that story is know your lane. Like, if you're going to be a writer and player, do that. If you don't want to write and play and want to produce, we'll do that. I will say there are talented musicians who could do all of those things, and God love you, I was not one of them. I needed help. But just know your lane and know that it's okay to surround yourself with people to make you better. You don't have to be this self-contained unit that I thought you had to be. You don't really have to do that. So just know your lane and know your strengths and play to those strengths. And then, of course, befriend people like you, because you will need exposure left, right, up, and down to get those songs out there. Because, like I said, there are tens of thousands released every day. So you got to compete. I hate to say compete, but you got to be relevant.
Yeah. You're going to make me blush if you keep talking about me like that.
Dude, I need you, man.
Well, we need you as well.
Yeah, right on. It's a natural symbiosis. I've had this conversation with so many radio DJs and hosts. It's a natural symbiosis, but you got to nurture it. Yeah. You got to help each other out. You got to promote. You're going to promote me. I got to promote you. We got to help each other out. That's just how it has to be.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. So how would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it before? Yeah, again, we're kind of a mutt. So at the beginning, we kind of fell into that country rock genre. It was by mistake. I mean, I didn't really write anything specific to any genre. It's just the words I put down, my producer and I, just how we were thinking, and some of the bands I was listening to, it just kind of fell into that country rock theme, and it did well for us. I think I mentioned that our song "Beautiful Day" went to #1 in the World Indie Music Charts last year. Yeah. So that kind of got us somewhere, but it really wasn't where my heart really was or where I felt my strength was. So "Radiate" was like the first sort of step out of that country rock world into more of that kind of alt pop rock world. Yeah. However, in the chorus and in the second verse, we did leave a banjo. There's a banjo in "Radiate" to help make that transition, But now we're more into that alt pop rock world. However, my next release, which is July 5th, I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point down the line.
That is very, very different. So I'm trying to answer your question in that the beginning was country rock. Now it's more that alt pop rock. But my July 5th release is going to be, I'll explain it this way. If the Police and Nickelback had a song baby, that would be my next release, Dance with Your Shadow, on July 5th. I wanted to get that kind of island reggae beat that the Police used in their rock songs. I love that idea. And then those big fat Nickelback choruses. That's what the next song is. And then the songs after that are completely different again. We're going more to like modern rock, more like Evanescence, Linkin Park.
Ooh.
Yeah, big pianos, big ethereal pianos. That'll be my October release. So I'm trying to answer your question, Doc, but I don't really know how to answer it because we're just screwing around and making different sounds. I like to bend genres. I don't like to stay in a genre because I don't really know what a genre is. I don't know. I just like to bend them a little bit and make music that people want to hear, hopefully. And hopefully my music does one of three things. So to answer your question, I'll say it this way. If you didn't know what my music was like, I hope that it makes you move, think, or feel. Preferably all three of those. But if I can get one of those, like maybe My Way makes you feel more than move. But if I can get one of those, make you move, think, or feel, that's what my music's all about.
Very cool. Very cool. And I'm really excited for your upcoming releases.
Yes.
The new one that I think you said it was July 5th is when you're
July
going to be
5th,
putting,
yeah.
I'd love to debut that for you.
Yeah,
on the show.
You will have it. Trust me, you're on my list. You will have that song.
Very cool. Very cool. So what are your plans for the rest of 2024? I mean, you said that you're going to be releasing new music in October and July.
Yep.
Do you have any like touring or any more music videos?
Yeah, I mean, Big Records is putting together different tours. You never know kind of where you might land. So I don't really know what's going on. There's a bunch of tours being developed. Some are already happening. So I might get the nod on a couple of those. I'm not really sure. There was a college tour going on early next year that they were talking about. So I don't really know just yet. I know that my producer and I are going to just keep making music. We've already finished our February release for next year. That's already done. So we're just kind of cruising, man, keeping those creative juices flowing. But now I think you had mentioned earlier, not only am I a signed artist from Big Records, but I'm also heading up their A&R department.
Yeah.
So part of my job is to find people like me who need more muscle behind their music to bring them into the company, into the family. So that's another role that I'm playing. So I'm going to be pretty busy the rest of this year.
Sounds like it, man. And
yeah, man.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, what does it mean to you to be an ISSA Awards finalist?
Oh my goodness. So I'm still kind of new to ISSA, right? I found them a few years ago via Big Records and kind of became friends with Tammany and Rick Spins. Rick's a great guy. And it's amazing how much they do for people like us. It is such an amazing organization. The resources that they have available to you, the support, now with the radio show with Rick and, my song, I Got a Song, debuted at #1 on the Rick Spin show whenever it first came out back in March. And I just couldn't believe that. So being a part of that organization is so paramount to my success because there's so many resources that they have for you. Going down to Atlanta, I'm going to meet so many of my musical family that I call my musical family, my brothers and sisters, that right now are just pictures on a screen like you. But when we get down there, man, we're going to share a lot of love, a lot of laughs, a lot of stories, maybe shed a tear or two. I don't know, but I cannot wait to meet Tammany and Rick and the whole staff and all my music brothers and sisters down there. I just can't tell you how exciting it is to get down there. My first one. So my gut says I'm going to be to a lot more of them, but this will be the first one.
Yeah. This will be the first one we attended. We were finalists. I was a finalist last year for Radio Station DJ of the Year, but unfortunately, we had some vehicle issues and we couldn't make it down to Georgia, so we weren't able to make it to the awards show, but we're really looking forward to being there. I'm bringing my entire team with me, and I just can't wait to get down there and meet everybody, because I've been doing radio for, let's see, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years that I've been doing this that weekend of the ISSA Awards.
Ooh, how about that? Ooh, that could be an omen, a good omen.
Yeah, I hope so. So I've been doing it for like 2 years and almost 2 years. And I've met a lot of people, through the ISSA, and I've had a lot of guests here on the show from the ISSA. And I've met a lot of musicians and, a lot of record label people. And it's going to be really good to get down there and just meet everybody face to face, and just laugh and love, laugh and love.
Yeah.
So
I get it, because we're all just pictures on a screen right now. And I will say, like the ISSA, I mean, I listen to the Rick Spin show, every Monday night. Matter of fact, his show's tonight. The talent pool and ISSA is almost daunting. Like there was a part of me that said, I don't want to be nominated. Like, I'm not sure if I could even do this. Like there are so many incredibly talented musicians, and I won't say any names because I'll forget people. But the fact that I made it to the finals, like I have no idea what the hell's going on here. Like I'm just so like I feel like I've won so much already.
Right.
Just being in that pool and being someone that made it through, and just because you didn't make it through does not mean that your music is bad. There had to be a cutoff somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Does not mean you did anything wrong. And even if I didn't make it, it's just the talent pool is so incredible. So yeah, that's something else I'm looking forward to just taking in.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So is there anything that you would like to tell your fans that might be listening out there?
Yeah, like I kind of alluded to earlier, being an indie musicians, it's not for the faint of heart. It's a tough gig out there. There's a lot of us. A lot of us. And unfortunately, there's so many people that make such great music. It can be daunting. It really can. But it's motivating for me because I hear some music and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to practice, man. Like I need to write better. It motivates me. But one thing I will say is, for everyone out there, I know we have the mainstream media, the mainstream radio, which will never go away. It's always going to be there. But I will tell you with conviction, the music that I listen to on stations like yours and all the other ones, I'm so fortunate to be on hundreds and hundreds of maybe thousands of stations. I don't know. But all the music I listen to is so phenomenally good. Please just love on an indie musician, and even better, love on the indie radio stations that play your favorite indie musicians, because that's where you're going to hear them. You're not going to hear them on the big the big ones that the big labels own and pay and all that kind of stuff. This is not the forum to talk about that, but love on the indie radio stations like this, like Ecstasy Radio, who are playing the people that you love, who work so hard for their craft. And we don't get a whole lot in return sometimes. We just don't. But we work very hard for our craft. Like you, it's a labor of love.
It is. Most definitely is. And like I told you earlier, you're going to make me blush if you keep talking about me like that.
It's all good, man. They can't see you. They can't see blush.
They can't. They might be able to hear it though. But
maybe a little bit, yeah.
It'll come through in my voice.
Yeah, man.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You are welcome back anytime, and I want to congratulate you on your single "My Way" and "Radiate" also. I urge the listeners to go check those both out. Where can they find them, Michael?
Yeah, good news is that Michael Botte, B-O-T-T-E band is what I use for everything. So if you Google that, I'm going to come up everywhere. The only difference was Twitter because it was too long. It's M Botte band. But to be honest, I don't do too much musically with Twitter. I have a handle just for the heck of it. Some stations use Twitter to post and mark you and tag you. But Michael Botte band is everywhere. And if you're so inclined to find me, you'll find me. And I thank you for trying to find me at least. Yeah,
well, they'll hear you right here on this show. So we're going to keep playing you. I want to congratulate you again on being a finalist at the ISSA Awards and being the new A&R for Big Records. That's a lot, and I just want to congratulate you on all of your success.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And anyone who needs more muscle behind their music, find us here at Big Records.
Very cool. Very cool.
Right on.
Michael, you are welcome back anytime. Thank you so much for being here.
I'll hit you up, brother. Appreciate you, man.
And that was my good friend, Michael Botte. Michael, thank you so much for coming on the show. And you are always welcome back. Let's keep the rock and rolling here, guys. I've got Chaska next with their song Winter Night Heights. I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. And that was Wake the Nations with Alive. Before that, there was our good friends Alessa with their song Clear Sky Is Not a Curse. What I've got coming at you is The Loyal Order with their song Bow Down. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Rock on.
Hey, this is Paul Crosby from Cold Words, and you're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show.
Fight, fight, release the fire inside. stand up and fight, fight. It's a connect, do or die, die. When will you ever realize you're slowly running out of time? Fight, fight. Release the fire inside. Fight, fight. Release the fire inside. Let's blow up down the
And that was Silent Theory with their song Afterthought. Before that, that was AMOV, or A Moment of Violence, with their song Shots Fired. What I've got up next is Drown Again with their song Seeing Clear. So I'll catch you guys back here in a bit. You're listening to Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show. Hey, I'm Doc, and I'm the host of Ecstasy Radio, your number one free rock and metal radio show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Unfortunately, I do have to end the show now, but you guys know me. I'm never one to leave you empty-handed. I've got War Pit last with their song Parabellum, so I'll catch you guys back here, same bat time, same bat channel as always, Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Central and 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have to get used to saying that. But anyway, have a great and safe weekend, guys, and keep the rock a-rolling. Thank you so much for tuning in.